I'm here. My name's Steven Righini. I am a resident of Maine, and I had the cops called on me. A SWAT team showed up, and I am now engaged in a shootout. My state has been the #1 abortion and gay rights state in the entire country, and I've been segregated against for my beliefs. Now they're trying to arrest me simply because I do not believe in gay rights and abortion, which is the #1 state of Maine right now. That's what they do. They're an abortion mill. So I'm here. I'm in a shootout with the authorities who are protecting the rights of doctors to murder babies, and they are protecting the rights of children to be ripped out of the womb and killed. I'm here with my baby daughter, who they're also trying to take away, and I assure you that I am not the aggressor here. They tried to arrest me, they tried to tase me, they're trying to make me a criminal. They are trying to get me in trouble. They are trying to take me to jail for a long time for getting in an argument with my wife, which was a simple argument. I've spoke with her since. I love my wife. I love my daughter. I'm so grateful for all God has blessed me with. I'm grateful for my farm. I'm grateful for everything, all my friends and people who love me. And I'm sorry this had to happen. I really am. But I'm backed into a corner with my political beliefs. I haven't been able to find a job in a year, and my entire life has been just struggling for existence, fighting Democrats and trying to stand up for my country. Let me ask you, if you're a law enforcement officer, why do you support the COVID vaccines? Why do you support abortion? Why do you support what isn't morally right? How are you fighting for a state system that protects illegal immigrants and pedophiles? Please explain this to me. Please explain to me why abortion is still legal in my state. Why are the babies dying? Why? Why is this illegal up till the time of conception? That's why I'm fighting. I'm fighting for the babies, I'm fighting for the unborn, and I'm fighting for righteousness and Christianity to be restored in this country. Christ is Lord, God bless, and I'm sorry to you, my parents. I love you, my parents. I love you, my wife. I love you, my daughter. I love you, all my beloved friends and business partners, and God bless you. I'm sorry it had to end this way.
So it's just a crazy case, and I'm just documenting kind of the story. I hadn't heard about this, Just, you would think you would have heard about some of this.
He has this rifle in his hand. He sent out a series of 12 tweets. So these are some of them that you're going to see on the screen right now. At 11:34 a.m., Righini wrote, quote, "Years of transgenders harassing me and abortion being essentially a sacrament in my state. I have to stand my ground and fight for my religion here. Christ is Lord. I am sorry."
God created you for more, and your time is now.
Prior to today,
that actually had, I'm giving it punctuation, but there was no punctuation. And keep this in mind, this guy lived in a tiny town, they said, of approximately 400 people in the state of Maine. So I doubt there is a single transgender person.
An armed standoff suspect who would end up dead posted this dramatic video to social media.
I'm here. My name's Steven Righini. I am a resident of Maine, and I had the cops called on me. A SWAT team showed up, and I am now engaged in a shootout.
It was, I'm going to end up starting to cry. It was just pretty upsetting.
From Coffin's General Store in downtown Portage Lake, Tracy Wadsworth, a clerk, can see the apartment building at 20 Ranger Street, where a Maine State Police tactical team converged Monday. Police said it was in response to a domestic dispute, which led to an armed standoff involving 29-year-old Steven Righini.
In his city, and if he knows of any, they don't live there. I mean, how are they harassing him, right? Then at 2:40, loves my country, loves the Bible, and loves my daughter. Remember me as a man who fought for the unborn babies with all my might. Tried to take my daughter from me. Sheriff wanted to, quote unquote, feel her. They would not leave and sabotaged me and still tried to take my daughter. It's honestly such a shame. Any real man would never let the government take their daughter. It was okay, and the
Righini's 18-year-old wife told police her husband pushed her into a wall. The couple's 4-week-old baby was in the house with Righini during the standoff, which lasted several hours. Police say Righini shot Deputy Shane Campbell in the shoulder. Police K-9 preacher was deployed to try to take the suspect into custody. But police say Righini shot the police dog in the chest. The dog later died. 2 officers returned fire, and Righini was killed. Tracy Wadsworth said she spoke with Righini's wife today.
She said that's not him. She said, he was having some sort of mental breakdown. She talked to him throughout the day and had tried to get him to surrender, turn himself in, and he said he couldn't do it.
The wounded officer was treated and released from a hospital in Presque Isle. Police said the infant daughter was not.
The man is dead after a day-long standoff in the Aroostook County town
with her mother. So just horrific, just a sad story. This little girl is now going to have to grow up without a father, all because Righini, went down this rabbit hole, apparently, got so swept up in all of these conspiracy theories and the hate-mongering from the MAGA right.
Portage Lake yesterday.
State police say a baby is safe, 1 deputy is injured, and their canine was shot and killed.
Police responded to Ranger Street for a domestic dispute involving a woman and 29-year-old Steven Righini.
According to police, the woman reported Righini had been fighting with her and pushed her into the wall. Troopers and deputies communicated.
A K-9 preacher died in the line of duty after being shot in the abdomen last night. State police say K-9 preacher was rushed to an emergency veterinary clinic in Presque Isle where he was stabilized. They say despite the efforts of the veterinary staff, the 4-year-old dog died early.
Belgian Malinois. So that is really sad to hear that the preacher, 4-year-old dog, got shot and killed. So the way I'll try to summarize what I understand of the incident. There was an argument, him and his wife, some sort of domestic dispute. Said that she was pushed into the wall. Cops are called. He was complying with them or talking to him, and then they tried to arrest him, and then he pulls away and he runs inside the house. I'm not for sure if that's when the shooting had happened or not, but there's another part to this. So they said the standoff had lasted hours, but he tries to run, he tries to get away. He gets in his car and he's able to drive a good distance, and then he gets out and he's running on foot, and then that's when he gets shot and killed. So I'm not for sure if he shoots the officer and the dog right away and when they're at the house, or the second part when he gets in the car and he drives away. If he gets in the car, drives away, I heard he got into a wreck and then he started to run on foot. And then when he's running on foot, is that when he had shot the dog and then shot the police officer? And then when he shot the dog and shot the police officer, then that's when they returned fire. So I don't know the complete story, of what exactly happened, but that was just crazy. The guy was able to, offer some of his ideas and some of his thoughts about why the thing was going down the way that it was going down. So just a little bit of craziness.